All right, so let's get a little bit deeper into the start of the band. I did obviously you guys. I think it was I heard. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this I'm about to say, but you and Tony met at as in your church band at a young age.
That's right. Yeah.
And you guys were like, and so you guys are pretty much the two original members, but you guys started a punk band first, right?
Well, so everything you said is correct, but it's like a little like, so like I met Tony through, we were in the church band together as like kids, and it was kind of like one of those like, Mom and Dad, I don't want to play sports, and they were like, well, you got to do something. So it was like, all right, I'll learn how to play bass. Bass was my first instrument.
Oh,
and
awesome.
Tony was drums originally, and we were just like, 8th grade. I don't know when the last time you went to like a MegaChurch was, but they've got like
I haven't. I've never gone to. I of my memory, I don't think I've ever been to what would be considered a MegaChurch. But I have been watching Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah,
so
not quite that crazy. So like we went to like a mini MegaChurch, but actually kind of. There's some scenes in Righteous Gemstones, so it's like we were like the band for like the kids services.
Oh, so you would have been with like Adam Devine while he's like flipping and doing all that shit.
Exactly, yes. Like we were like the kids band. Which if my mom and dad are listening, I'm so sorry, but like it was kind of awesome because we didn't have to really go to church. We got to like play the show and then like kind of just hang around backstage a lot. So like, at first when we started, I was like, I don't want to do this. This is boring. Because you got to get there like an hour early and go to practice on Thursday or whatever. But then when we started rolling, I was like, oh, this is cool. I don't have to like go to church. I just like
and
hang
I get
out.
to practice. And I get to practice an instrument.
No, which was kind of cool. And Tony and I have talked about this in the past too, where it's like that experience, however it was at the time, I felt about it at the time, it kind of taught me how to like run a rehearsal or like, how like what practice should look like.
Because you guys would have a proper band leader for something
yeah,
like
so there was
that,
like
right?
an older guy who was like in his 20s who was like the band leader and also we were like learning about gear. Like, we used in-ears. Like, this was a church that had in-ear monitors.
Whoa! You had in-ear monitors at your church?
Yeah,
dude,
so
you guys were bringing in some fucking money.
I know. I don't know how they were doing that. But yeah, so it was like we were like sophomores in high school, like using in-ears, playing through a professional PA system, like going to these rehearsals and stuff.
Yeah, doing legit rehearsals would be such an advantage. And as you said, like playing live, you're playing live. Everything's mic'd up. There's a PA, I imagine. You got in here, so you got a legit PA and everything. Everything's pristine. I got what this was all in Louisville, right?
Yes,
Kentucky, where you guys met.
Yep.
What denomination of church was this?
It's just those mega churches are all like non-denominational. Just
are they?
Yeah, it's kind of like wear a t-shirt and jeans, but give us your money kind of vibe.
Did they sell church merch?
I'm sure there was some iteration of church merch going on, but it was what was crazy is that like every Sunday was like we were playing a show to like 200 people.
That's wild.
Like it was
such a good
like it was a big
advantage.
show. And then we would have our like punk bands on the side that would like play on Friday, Saturday to like 15 people and then go play church to like 100, 200, 300 people, which is wild.
So you were on bass at this time.
Yeah, I did.
Tony
bass.
has said that he started on piano and drums.
Yes,
what was he playing in the band?
And then he did drums, and then he did bass. Tony can play every instrument. I think he did every instrument at the church.